notice.
Going on. Thanks to that. You know it's good.
ODGs for some furniture I keep outside.
Like those kicks, MP. Get ready to light it up tonight. Over here, over here.
Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. Now let's take a moment to check out our race for Rookie of the Year. Here are some of the top young talents in the game who will be recognized as the best of the best. Look at G. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special, special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
Well, no debate here. He's running away with it and looks poised for big things.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, the guard pair, it's George and Sexton. G is out there with Walker Kessler, and it's Clarkson in at the small forward. And for the Pelicans, Tice at center with Williamson next to him. DeJounte Murray is out there with McCollum, and it's Ingram in at the 3. And that one's good by G. Greg, midway into this season, sometimes a team can get hot and turn it on. What are some of the causes of that?
You know, often teams can reach that tipping point with how they play. It all comes together in a hurry, and they make a run. But that's the exception, Kevin, not the rule.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. Here's G. that three off the mark. Ingram outside. Pass to Tice. For three, Murray nailed from three-point land.
Well, over the course of his career, Murray has been a much improved jump shooter.
Here's G. Kessler, a screen on Williamson. Here's G. From beyond the arc and then some. G's got 5 now.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
As you expect, Zion getting forceful and dominant inside.
Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Now Murray. After the missed three from G. And Williamson throws it down.
He is such a powerful dunker. When Zion is cleared for takeoff, he doesn't pass up those opportunities.
Here's G. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Trains the three-pointer. He's got 8.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. G, in their last game against the Hornets, put on a show. He tallied 50 points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. The numbers he put up were really impressive, and he's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And that one's good by G.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Ingram. His last outing, he had 18 points. And there it is for him.
Well, fighting through it there. Ingram can get aggressive when he needs it inside.
Pass to G. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. So they take the lead. G's got 14 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Now, here's Tice. McCollum outside. Tice sets a screen for McCollum. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's G. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
That free throw good from G. And for the Jazz, the last few seasons, Coach, have been a period of rebuilding.
Yeah, it has, Kevin. You know they acquired a lot of draft capital when they traded Gobert and Mitchell. And they've since drafted a lot of young talent and still have plenty of picks to work with.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Javonte Green, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Trey Murphy comes in for Williamson. And Jones subbed in for Brandon Ingram. McCollum, no good. Jazz leading by 3. To the paint. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Jones. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Well, you know, every team wants multiple Herb Jones on their roster. He can really shoot it, and Herb's wing defense is just elite.
Here's G. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. G's got 18 points.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on this side of the ball.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Jazz lead by 2, and we'll get the second quarter underway. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Intelligence. Zion Williamson's checked in for Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. Brandon Ingram comes in for Javonte Green. And Murray subbed in for Trey Murphy. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Well, give a guy like Ingram some room, and he will put it down on you.
And Craig, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
Williamson kicks to McCollum. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, Williamson finds McCollum.
2 minutes.
And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. Trey Murphy's checked in for C.J. McCollum. Utah's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, no secret the Pelicans will go as far as their star forwards, Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson, take them. Guard C.J. McCollum said, I think they've grown a lot. They're seeing how good we've been and how close we are to being great. That's motivation to keep taking the right steps and sacrifice whatever's required to get over that hump. Kevin?
And David, that hump has been pretty big for this team. I'm hopeful they're going to get over it. But we thank you for the report. On the free throw, no good. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
For 3, it's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. Clarkson for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
Ingram, that's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Kessler the screen. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from G.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
To the inside. Here's Murray. It's hauled in by George. Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the board.
Well, truth be told, they got pumped on the glass. That was the difference in the game. Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Now Murray. He's coming off a 19-point game against Dallas. Ingram finds Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Brandon Ingram, he's been the guy making things happen for the Pelicans. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Hello, folks. Still a ways off from All-Star Week.
No doubt these guys can shoot the lights out, but I've got an idea. Let me stand right in front of the rim. Let's see how many they make it.
Getting back to the New Orleans Pelicans, what a tight first half.
Love that they're taking high percentage shots, and it hasn't been easy for them.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at G in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And so in the game for the Jazz, the guard pair. It's George and Sexton. G is out there with Clarkson. And it's Kessler in at the center, filling out the middle. Ingram kicks to McCollum. Now here's Williamson. He's guarded closely.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's G. 26 points for him. And Utah, another three.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Pelicans trail by 5. After bursting onto the scene as a rookie, Coach Van Gundy, expectations certainly increased for Walker Kessler.
Yeah, and Kevin, I think he's handled those expectations well. He knows who he is. He's first and foremost a defensive rim protector and a rebounder. He's a rim runner on offense. He's a pick and roll guy, and he knows that he's got to continue to grow in the other areas.
Clock at 6. Here's G, covered by Williamson. George, no good. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. Williamson kicks to Tice. Murray the pass to Tice. George against McCollum. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
When Sexton gets a head start, he's so hard to stop.
The Pelicans trail. Pass to Tice. To the paint. Here's Williamson. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. the Jazz with some changes. Collins checked in for Walker Kessler. Kyle Anderson comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And Mikhailuks subbed in for Keontae George. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Collins, a screen on Ingram. Pelicans pull it in. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Jones, he's checked in for New Orleans. And Utah also making a switch. Mills is checked in. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's the three. And that one's good by G. G's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Dan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think, number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to...
Utah leading by 4. The backcourt pair for him, Murray and Jones. Green is out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's G. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Here's Sensabaugh. It's good from about 19 feet. Sensabaugh's got the lead up to 6 now for the Jazz. Outside, Jones to the middle. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
You see the full strength and athleticism of Murphy on this jam.
Pass to Hendricks. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And Murray's got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. Beyond the arc. G with the rebound. Jazz shooting a superb 63% from the field. fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Launches it from deep. That shot missing. Pelicans trail by 4. Ingram outside. Second shot opportunity. Count it, and the foul. That one on Collins.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Nice pass by Sexton there. I like when he looks to set up his teammates.
Green with a screen for Ingram. Rebound collected by Clarkson. Jazz leading by 4. Pass to Kessler. Here's G. Makes it off the glass. G's got 36.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Outside, Green. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
That's a nice find by Ingram, getting it to the open man.
Inside, here's G. That shot off. Great D that time from Green. Down low. And it's Green with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. New Orleans making some changes here. Williamson is checked in for Javonte Green. And McCollum subbed in for Herbert Jones. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Took him no time at all on that one. G's got 39.
Yeah, what a pass right there by George. That's the kind of play that really helps improve team chemistry.
Ingram outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jordan Clarkson.
Second team foul.
At the line for your Pelicans, Zion Williamson.
And the first one drops.
Well, with the way that Zion invites contact, he spends a lot of his time at the free throw line.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Jazz leading by 3. Clarkson with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. From deep, George, and Utah another 3.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Ingram against Clarkson. Tries it from 19. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's G. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And the foul called on G. That's his first foul. Here's McCollum. Here's Williamson. That's in. Coming off the assist from McCollum. McCollum's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's G. And the shot falls short this time. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. And the dunk by Williamson.
He's just staying poised down the stretch. That's a big make for Williamson.
Here's G, covered by Williamson. G passes to Kessler. The three from George. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Willie Green had some words for his team during the break. He begged his players to keep it simple out there. Told them one possession at a time. Don't look at the scoreboard. What's most important is running our plays and being aggressive defensively. We'll see if they can follow that game plan. Guys?
Thank you, David. And they go to the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
Tice with a screen on George. Here's Ingram. Rebound, Utah. And so they foul intentionally.
George taking 2 shots.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. Score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
So it's the Jazz now, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the Jazz.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
With the floater. McCollum, no good. And an intentional foul right there.
C.J. McCollum. Second personal foul. 5th team foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And he commits the intentional foul.
Daniel Tice. Second personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for the Jazz. Kessler taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. So it's Utah with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Thank you for joining us.
Great win tonight, MP. Good game, MP. Another day, another win. Good work.